Hi Grace, so this is the process on how to do a manual testing of our order forms to avoid many live purchase. So actually I explained to you how we created these order forms. So as you can see, we have already a new order forms in Liberty. So you can see the version 7 and the version 8. To test this technically, or first thing and foremost, what we are doing is we are creating this first in our Infusionsoft using legacy order forms. So what you're doing is to go to Infusionsoft, then e-commerce section, then legacy. So then you're in legacy, then click legacy again, then select legacy order forms. So for legacy order forms, here are the order forms that we created in Infusionsoft. So the recent pages here, quantity 1, 3, 5, then another version. I think this is a version 7, the quantity 1, 3, and 5. So as you can see, here are the names of legacy order forms for version 8, and this is for version 7. So first you need to check if this is correct. So version 7, you go to order forms, and this is the order form, and you may check that if the quantity is correct. 1997 correct, so 49.97 correct as well, then 59.97 is correct. And then for this IS form link, actually the most important here to get all this data is you need to check first the IS form link. So when you open the link, for example, the quantity 1, this is what it will show you. Yeah, it will show you the plain order form. That what we are done is we are integrating this legacy order forms to our live sales page or live order forms. So in order to check if this is the correct URL, what you're doing, you go to Infusionsoft, then check for first, check quantity 1, so that is 1997. I'm sorry, 1997. So you need to check if it is using the NatNiot. So you can check there. It's using the correct URL. So you need to open this. One, this form link. That one, what you need to do to get all the values. Let's say the product ID, XID, and then bumps. Actually, it's click bank 0, check back 0, 1, 2, 3. It's the bump ID or checkbox ID. Yeah, this is the bumps. This is the checkbox ID. So you need to right click, then page source, and this is what you'll get. Allow me to post this first. Get back. Okay, so going back. So this is the when you check this one, you need to check first the legacy order form, and right click this. Okay, then you need to click page source. So this is where you will get the data, most of the data. And then what you're going to do, let's cancel this first. cancel this one. What I'm doing actually, I'm opening new window. Yes. Okay. So this is the quantity 1 for this order form. And we open this link, form link, and we click page source. It's the page source. Then we need to compare this form link to the live order form. So what we need to do is to click page source as well. Then all you need to do is to copy first the link, this one, and then find it in the live order forms page source. Find it, and you can check. Here is the var model. So this is where you will find those data that you need for this quantity 1, this is for quantity 3, and this is for quantity 5. So let's first check the quantity 1. So first, this is the form name. So you need to do is to make sure that this infusion name is correct. We're using this one for name. You need to copy, then Ctrl F, yeah, correct. And also the XID. So what you need to do is go to the page source, then find the XID. You just Ctrl F here, then find the XID. So this is the XID. This also actually this is, yeah, you can see the XID here. XID. So you need to Ctrl F the XID. You need to copy this. You need to make sure that the XID from the legacy order form is the same with what we have on this order form. So you need to just we copied it, then Ctrl F, paste, and correct. It's the XID for quantity 1. Also the form link. So we are using, I think we are using this correct link. What you need to do is just copy this form link and Ctrl F, page source again. Correct. Then these are the bumps. Bump 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this is what we have for bump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have also this where you can find it. You can just find checkback 0. Checkbox. Yeah. You can see checkbox since it's the bumps. So these are the bumps. So what you need to do is to make sure that this bumps from the legacy order forms is also the same with what is showing from the bump 1 until bump 13. So let's copy this one first, priority, Control F again. So it's correct. Control for C and copy this. Correct. Bump 3. For you not to be confused, actually from the legacy order form is checkbox 0, but on our live sales page we are using this bump 1, 2, 3. We start from 1. So after you check that it is matched with what we have in legacy order forms, so what you're going to do is also find this bump IDs too from the bottom. You can see below. You can see this one, array 1, number 1, quantity 1, and this is the quantity 3 and quantity 5. So they are in order. So it is actually start from 0 until 12. So you need to make sure that the bump one here is also correct. So 17446, and then the check back 0 is also 17446 until the click check box 12. Checkbox 12. Yeah, correct. So from this checkbox ID, you need to check first this bump from here on the top, and then after that you also need to check that the bump is matching from here, quantity 1, 3, and quantity 5. So you can also put this on the spreadsheet for you to have the we can store this actually. So you can, after you are, let's say you already compare it to the sales page, you can just copy this XID, then paste it on the spreadsheet. Product ID, before I forget, the product ID is, you can get this one from here. You can see the product ID is 1076. So in order, you need to match this from this one. So you can control F, then product ID. You can see it's the product ID. So the value is 1076. You need to check if it's matched with, yeah, 1076, correct. So you can just copy that, then paste it on the spreadsheet as well. Right? Then for the product name, product ID, for the product name, you can find it on here. Actually, the product ID is already, doesn't matter actually, but you can check the product name from here. This legacy order form, then you can see the product name. So you can just product name, ID, then the network merchant. Actually, you can also check from here, legacy order forms. You can check the merchant account, use network merchant. You can just copy. Then shipping could be, actually for shipping, you can check here as well. Shipping, it's check free, meaning 0. So you can also check here in live page. You can check the shipping from here. So shipping is 0. If it's 390, the array is this 0, that means it came from here. If it's 0.00, so this array 0, array 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we select the 9.97, so the, instead of 0, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 4 because you select the number 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So because it is free, 0.0, so we select the 0. Right? Okay, so that's how you will test these order forms. Also, the thank you page URL. You can check this also from legacy order forms. So for quantity 1, so you can check this thank you page settings. This thank you page URL. You need to make sure that it is checked as well, the past person's info. It is very important to make sure that it is checked, because if not, so our parameters will not pass to the upsells and downsells. So this is the web page URL. You need to just copy this one and make sure that it is added here. Right? So purchase action set. For action success, you can check that actually from here. Also